now go live to Bayelsa State, where our correspondent Theophilus Agidi is standing by to give us an update on what's happening there. Theophilus, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday. Please bring us up to speed.
Thank you, Timmy, Tokwe, and Awa. I am at the Bayelsa State Police Command, where I have with me the Commissioner of Police, CP Alonyenu Francis Idu, and he will tell us what steps he has been taken to ensure that there is peace in Bayelsa State and the protest is going on without any violence. Sir, we'd like to hear from you. Arise would like to hear from you. What steps have you been taking to ensure there is peace? And what have you been, can you give us an update of what you have been doing around the clock to ensure peace, safety of lives and property?
Okay. Thank you so much. First, you can turn to the drones. They are returning from mission. My drones are returning from mission now. But the first thing is to build people's confidence of the capacity of government to protect lives and property and give adequate guarantees that in peace we'll try better. And in formatting this, we earn the confidence of the various strata of community-based organizations in Bayelsa here, mobilizing the youth and infusing all energies to ensure that today will come and go like any other day. The interest of the youth of Bayelsa differs from the interest of the contiguous zones around here. This was the epicenter of the economic struggle for emancipation. The fruits of these emancipations are dropping, and the youth won't want to do anything to disaggregate the benefits and their access to wealth.
Okay, sir, I would like to hear from you. What have you been doing around the clock to ensure that there is peace? Tell us what has been happening in the state, your day-to-day operations to ensure that this violence does not get out of hand.
There are envelopes of peace created. Then there are deployments specific, both foot on the ground deployments, motorized deployments, and if you turn the camera a little, you will see drones coming back from missions. It's important to take a look at it. The drones are coming back from missions.
Well, sir, we understand that we know, sir, we know you have a very sophisticated system you've put in place to ensure that there is surveillance of the whole Yenagoa city. Like we are having a drone now. I know that the police command has a drone. What effort is the police also taking to ensure that there is no clash? Your monitoring of the environment, like recently there was this small skirmish. There was this small skirmish around the Biogbolo area, and we also know that while there are protest activities going on, there are also solidarity activities, rallies going on. What steps are you taking to ensure that these two groups don't clash with each other?
The two character groups that met in that place have nothing to do with the protest. They are rival cult groups, and they were dispersed immediately. Those who are in support of the governance system were in the government house where they were received by the governor, and they had interactive sections, and the governor left, and they've gone back to their houses. This was the domain of various, columns of cultist groups before now. They found today as an envelope to congregate, and immediately we got the information. They were enveloped, and vanguards were created to take them out of these streets. And we didn't want to do anything to orchestrate violence. Appeals were made to them, and the other youth groups who are for peace in Bayelsa approached them, and they were fizzled out of the streets. As I tell you, as I speak, the whole streets of Bayelsa, particularly in Yenagoa, is free. Banks are open, markets are open, the transport parks are open. People have gone to market, they've bought things, they've gone back home, and those in the market are there. Go and check the markets for yourself. Swale, Tombia Market, Ikike, check all those places. what we have here is an agreement by the people who want to create a corridor of compromise with government. They want more evidence of governance. As they have assured government that what they have, they can protect it. Make no mistakes, one of the tallest buildings of the federal government in this region is housed in Yenogua here. And the people have owned that building. And they see it as a city icon. And everything there is going on peacefully. Banks are transacting. No POS person has even been attacked in this place. It's because we have synergy with the people. And we are on stability patrol right now. We've folded up blocking positions. We anticipated violence before. That's why we created the blocking positions. We folded it out into stability patrols. The city is stable.
Wow, so the efforts you have been making to ensure peace, has been visible. But it's going to be a 10-day strike. A 10-day protest rather. What steps have you? What measures have you put in place to ensure that in the remaining 9 days we are going to see the situation that we are seeing now?
Okay, if you go around, our sister service agencies are deployed in fusion with us. The Army, they are buoyantly out. So the Navy, don't forget it's like a Navy town. The Air Force, the Civil Defense, our brothers in the plain uniform, the DSS, the Drug Law Enforcement Agency to ensure that the contaminants that drive violence is taken off the streets too, and the youth are decontaminated. So every agency is hands-on. The immigrations are with us, supply us information, personal data we need about those who have just crept into the city. Our cameras are everywhere, and the drones are not just one, they're about 9. They're just returning from missions. Everywhere is under the envelope of social harmony.
Okay, sir, I would like to...
So in the next 10 days, the deployment will be the same. The concert and response system will be the same. But I like to warn that there is no need to fatigue the uniform services. The youth should understand. We've been very mellowed in interacting with them. But let them not allow frustration, aggression to set in. We should not be frustrated by irritating behaviors on the street. The Bayelsa youths that work with us are giving us guarantees and assurances that today will be the only day they will come out to express various concerns. The concerns were expressed within 2 hours and they folded up. The ones that lasted up to 3 hours were those who came in solidarity with government. They've been addressed by government and they've returned back to their houses. So any other day, anybody that comes out to disturb peace and order within this city may be looking for something different. Insurrection is a cocktail you just mix. You go and read about insurrection, how it starts, how it's inducted. We have all countermeasures in place.
Okay, sir, I understand that. We all understand that some of these issues that has created some of these problems are socioeconomic problems. What measures is the police taking to ensure that there are efforts to win the minds of the youths and ensure that they embrace the path of dialogue?
The first thing, at the first layer of governance, the prosperity government is set with envelopes of corridors of compromise where youths who have concern can approach them and they transform their conflict. The governor was out, deputy governor was out today, and the ministers of the Federal Republic from this arena, they were around yesterday to interact with the youth, and demands were placed on them while thanking them for what government have done so far. What they need is infrastructure to lapel them with the social environment, to give them access to their places, and governance is putting this in place. And for this, a lot of youths thanked the minister yesterday and the governor today. So there's no need to be egregious and irritating. Be rest assured that the youths in Bayelsa here they come from a formatted point of view. The amnesty system, the Petroleum Act, and the various programs, and also the security contracts on the pipelines have engaged them. You will find a few around this place disturbing the peace. Like I've said, and I'll continue to say, cultists who ran away from town found the envelope and the climate to come back to town. And if you are here, I must put it to them straight. Keep away from the streets. Don't disturb those who are making a living. Thank you.
With that word of warning, and we come to the end of this interview. The Commissioner of Police in Bayelsa State, CP Alonyenu Francis Idu, has been bringing us up to speed on measures being taken to ensure that the protests going on in the state does not become violent, and he has given us so many steps that have been taken to contain the situation. And that's how we'll wrap it up. Over to you, Timi Tokbe and Awa at the studios.
Theophilus Agidi, great reporting there live from Bayelsa. Thank you for that.